Why do we feel disgust? I mean, what tells your brain to give a response like feeling disgusted or gagging or vomiting when you smell something bad? Obviously because it's harmful, right? Well, actually some gases like hydrogen sulfide that smell like rotten eggs aren't harmful, but you still consider them as a bad smell. Amines like cadaverine found in decayed bodies aren't harmful as well, but they still don't please you. So why are these smells considered bad by your brain? Could it be out of racism? No, it's not out of racism, don't worry. And there's an explanation for this. Throughout history, our ancestors have explored way more nature aspects than we're doing today. They tried different stuff as food, different smells, and so on. When some of them encountered dead bodies, for example, and got near to it, they probably didn't recognize the amines coming out of these bodies as a bad smell. But definitely the harmful bacteria in the bodies infected them or even killed them in the worst case. While the others who saw these bodies back then and decided to stay away from them or even saw other people get affected by these, so they didn't copy them and learn the lesson, survived. What does that mean? That means that over thousands of years, our brains have evolved to develop these bad smells to protect you. Feces, for example, smell bad? Yeah, obviously, because they have bacteria that would harm you on direct contact, even though the smell itself isn't harmful. Same thing applies to dead bodies, rotting eggs, and so on. Alright, now I get it. Harmful means a bad smell that makes us feel disgust. That's the formula. Unfortunately, that's not true in all cases. There's nothing absolute in life. There are indeed some harmful smells that are considered good by our brain, and there are also some bad smells that aren't harmful at all. Regarding the first one, we have ozone, for example. Smells like fresh, clean air, but it's actually a strong oxidizer that can damage your lungs with long exposure. Another example is benzene. It smells like sweet and aromatic like gasoline and paint thinner, but it's highly carcinogenic. Long-term exposure damages bone marrow and increases cancer risk. So why haven't our brains evolved to consider these smells as bad ones? Because this needs evolution, and evolution comes from continuous exposure to a certain thing over a long period of time to make the next generation deal with it in the best way in order to survive. And these gases mentioned are both new and rare. So our brains didn't get the chance to develop a danger alert to these. So that's it. A smell that our ancestors encountered over long periods of time and resembled danger is bad. While a new rare smell doesn't have to be bad for our brains because they haven't been exposed enough to it, could be harmful. Perfect. Yeah, that's absolutely right. But for your knowledge, there are other smells that can also be bad even if they are not harmful. Blue cheese, for example. Blue cheese smells awful. They smell like rot, even though it's perfectly safe to eat. That's because they have the same molecules found in vomit. So by applying this to the same information we said over the video, vomit is harmful, something humans encountered over thousands of years. So the smell made by these molecules, even though the smell itself isn't harmful nor the molecules, is considered a bad smell. So they make us feel disgust. And that was our video for today. I hope you enjoyed it and thank you for watching.